Welcome, folks. I am Jaby Koay, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
Hey there.
I have no idea what the hell we're about to watch. This is called Robert Downey Jr. and Tom Holland in Back to the Future. I'm a fan of RDJ and TH, as well as BITF. And
I thought you were going for something else.
no, I could have just looked at the thing. But it's so the actual full title is Robert Downey Jr. and Tom Holland in Back to the Future. This is heavy deepfake. I wasn't sure if they took like the original scene and then mapped Robert Downey Jr. and Tom Holland's face onto Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox, respectively, or if it was the reverse, where Robert Downey Jr. and Tom Holland are reenacting the scene, and then they put Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox on their face. Faces on their face. Either way, this has 129,000 upvotes and 2.6 thousand down, so I assume it's a fun video. Here we go.
How's your head?
Good. Fine.
Oh, I've been so worried about you ever since you ran off the other night. Are you okay? I'm sorry, I have to go. Isn't he a dreamboat?
Wow, deepfakes are amazing.
Crazy.
Gosh, she didn't even look at him.
This is more serious than I thought. Apparently your mother is amorously infatuated with you instead of your father.
Whoa, wait a minute. Doc, are you trying to tell me that my mother has got the hots for me?
Precisely.
Whoa, this is heavy.
There's that word again, heavy. Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
What?
The only way we're going to get those two to successfully mate is if they are alone together. So you've got to get your father and mother to interact in some
That looks
sort of
amazing.
social...
Well, what, you mean like a date?
Right.
Well, what kind of date? I don't know. What do kids do in the 50s?
What? They're your parents. You must know them. What are their common interests? What do they like to do together?
That looks so convincing.
I know.
If you're able to do that, why did Leia look so fake in The Rise of Skywalker? When they took the helmet off, and you see her as a young Leia with the, because she took down Luke.
Yeah.
That looked horrible. Luke looked a little better, but they still looked bad in that scene. When they took the helmets off, it looked like CGI. Also, end of Rogue One. I forget which one it is, where you see like CGI Leia at the end of the movie. And she goes, "Oh, I have a new hope now," or something. I forgot what she says at the end of the film. Right after Darth Vader just was cutting bitches up left and right. And then you see Leia like, "Oh, got hope." And it cuts to the end of the film, and it looked horrible. It was like, ugh, it got that total uncanny valley effect. Whereas this, what?
It's amazing.
Is that what you? That
I was just like,
long-winded sigh.
It's just
pause.
Incredible, especially Tom Holland. I think also because maybe his look lends itself well to young Michael J. Fox. But wow. And then Robert Downey Jr. This is what?
When I see this, it actually makes me wish Robert Downey Jr. was a little bit taller so he could play Christopher Lloyd's role, Doc Brown. He totally embodies the look here.
Yeah.
Just by sheer, he just looks like Doc Brown. I would never pictured him as this role, but he tried to do Dr. Dolittle. How about he,
just
go over to Doc
different
Brown.
franchise. Different franchise.
Different doctor.
Different doctor. Yeah, but you know what? What's really getting me in this thing is like just the skin texture.
Yeah.
The skin texture looks so good. On Tom Holland, it's smoother because he's younger, right? But then on Robert Downey Jr., you still have the pores and everything and the wrinkles, and it doesn't look like a weird mannequin.
There was one video I saw a long time ago called Bill Hader Impersonates Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I think they updated the title to say deepfake in it, because when I first watched it, I didn't realize it was a deepfake, and I'm like, huh. I guess Bill Hader really looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
I must have forgotten what Bill Hader actually looks like. That's so weird. And then later I realized it was a deepfake. I'm like, oh, duh. And I felt so stupid afterwards, but that was 10 months ago. Now deepfakes are a lot more commonplace. You're seeing them everywhere on the internet now. But they're so well done. And it just kind of blows my mind. And I don't understand why we still have moments, like I said earlier, with bad CGI people in films. It doesn't make any sense to me. Well, particularly Star Wars. That just frustrates the shit out of me.
Well, because I was going to say, you know, when we watched that video from Corridor Crew where I had to do the deep fake for
Tom
Tupac.
Cruise? Oh, Tupac. I thought you meant Tom Cruise. Okay.
No, for the Tupac video, like, because they had to pull a lot of footage from old videos and stuff. And then I was thinking, oh, maybe they just didn't have enough footage of Carrie Fisher. But then I was like, no.
Oh, they got tons of
They got
footage.
tons of footage of her, so there's really no excuse for it looking that weird.
Yeah, you go back and watch. Actually, there is a documentary out. Someone uploaded it to YouTube, and I will not say whether or not I watched it there, but I believe it's from the Blu-ray, and when it's on Disney Plus, you'll probably get the behind the scenes there as well. But anyway, to say the least, there is this 3-hour video on YouTube where you can watch the behind the scenes of The Rise of Skywalker, and I kid you not, it's better than the movie. Like, it's very engaging and compelling. It compels you. It's a good film. It's a good documentary because it takes you through the entire Star Wars making of The Rise of Skywalker, and it shows you footage and shows you connections to the older films and older behind the scenes footage. And it's great. And for me, it was more exhilarating to watch that than The Rise of Skywalker because you're feeling the real life drama that went on. I mean, obviously they don't show you everything. It's still, you know, cutting out a lot of the actual drama that went on, like how J.J. Abrams actually felt in the process of making the film. There was something in where J.J. Abrams is interviewed or something, and he goes, when I first got that phone call to, you know, return for The Rise of Skywalker, the first thought I had was, how can I not do this? And I'm like, that's bullshit. Like, there's no way that's what he was thinking. It's just not. There's no way he was thinking that. But outside of things like that, you know, where they candy coat it, sugar coat it, you know, I think it's wonderful and engaging. But all this to say, this is a long walk for a cup of water. All this to say, they got lots of footage on her.
Yeah.
They have lots of footage. Lots of behind the scenes that you've never seen before is in that documentary. And it's awesome. I recommend the documentary, but there's no excuse why they got that wrong. There's just no excuse. If these people who are deep faking shit for free can do this amazing replacement of Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox with Tom Holland and Robert Downey Jr., if they can pull this off with their computer at home, I mean, I don't know what kind of rig Easy Rider X47 has in his basement of his mom's house, but I don't know what kind of, I mean, that's a terrible joke, but I don't know what kind of rig he has, but it's, you know, all I know with deepfakes, because of Corridor Crew, is that it takes a while. Because they got to feed in all the images, a plethora of images of Tom Holland and Robert Downey Jr., which there's an abundance of, obviously. It feeds it into the machine so that you get all these different expressions and faces and like all these different angles, and then the machine figures it out, you tell it where you want it, and it just spits out this image, and then you go, okay, well, adjust here, you tweak it a little bit. The final product here looks mind-blowing.
Yeah. You got the shadows and everything as well.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I am thoroughly impressed. And it's shocking to me that deepfakes are not used more often in visual effects. I'm sure they're going to be implemented now. Maybe there's a reason why they don't want to, because it almost like automates their job in a way. I don't know. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't want to do that for especially things like flashbacks. It just doesn't make any sense to me. For instance, the Scorsese film, The Irishman.
The Irishman, yeah.
Like, there was an opportunity to use that deepfake technology, right? And replace their faces, because sometimes he looked like Mr. Magoo. Like, he just looked kind of funny sometimes, Robert De Niro. Like, there were instances where it looked really good, but there were other instances where it just didn't look great.
Yeah.
And they went through the archives of all these older films with Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci and Al Pacino. They went through all that stuff and they fed it into the machine to figure it out. So I'm not sure why the deepfake technology wasn't applied there to enhance whatever.
Well,
you know?
I thought that Al Pacino and Joe Pesci actually looked all right for the most part. In that movie. It was Robert De Niro.
Well, I'm sorry. Okay, I agree with you. I'm specifically talking about Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Like, there were instances where I just kind of recoiled, like, ooh, that didn't look good.
Well, I think
that uncanny valley effect thing.
They mentioned something about, like, because he had so many different looks throughout his, like,
career,
like in his career when he was younger, that maybe it was just harder for the software to kind of pick out one, or maybe it was limited by, you know, oh, we want him to look like Raging Bull Robert De Niro.
I never thought I would say this, but I would watch a Back to the Future remake. It's a classic. You go back and watch it now, and it's got its problems, but Back to the Future is one of my favorite trilogies. Like, not just the first one, not just this. I love the trilogy.
It's super fun.
And even the third one, I enjoy it. You know, I mean, as a kid, I was mad I was not gonna lie, I was pissed. I'm like, why are you going to the West? The Old West?
Oh, I like
Go
that
into
one.
the further future. Like, if you want to go into more interesting territories, like the cartoon really went around. There was an episode of Back to the Future, the cartoon, where they went all the way back to the dinosaur age.
Oh.
And they were trying to go forward in time, but one of Marty's kids was in the back, like, cooking, using energy from the car to make food, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, you need to turn off the stove. Like, why was there a stove in the back? Anyway, they go forward in time. I would love to see an update of Back to the Future, you know?
Yeah, that would be fun.
We've obviously crossed the dates mentioned in the films.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to kick that can further down the road.
Oh, yeah.
You know, deepfake the time.
Deepfake the time.
So, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Hopefully you enjoyed this random video. Check out ACHARA KIRK on the social media, and myself as well on the Instagrams if you feel like looking at goofy, dumb photos and videos that I put on Instagram. So, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon to get notified if, so you get notified, you know, of the popos.
Of the videos.
The popos.
The popo.
Of Hulk showing up at your door. So you get notified every time we drop another video. Check out our other reactions, reviews, short films, vlogs, and interviews. I am Jaby Koay. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.